Well, congratulations, Gary. A superb performance and a fantastic win today.
Yeah, very pleased. Great result for everybody connected at the football club against a very strong side, and FA Trophy winners already this year. Still, before kick-off today, I had the aspirations, I think, of winning the league, even though it was a tall order for them. But I'm sure that Andy Morrell and everybody connected at Wrexham would have been saying they had to win their last few games. But I think that we have to look after our interests, as we all know, and our interests are getting as high as we can, getting as many points as we can, and as I say, it's a valuable 3 points. Started off very, very hard, there's no doubt about it. First 20 minutes, they dominated us, they caused us problems. We had a little bit of luck, they hit the bar, they had chances to go in front, but I'm pleased to say that we rode our luck, and we started growing confident. I felt that we started to create a few good chances of our own in the last 15-20 minutes of the first half, and I felt that we gained a great deal of belief out of that, and I felt that when we came in at half time we could go on and win the game. There was no doubt about that, and I felt we all felt that as a group, management and players, that if we went out there second half and worked as hard as we had in respect of improving on our game when we had the ball, and we'd do that, and we've got the result. And I think that over the 90 minutes, even though we might be fortunate in the first 20 minutes where I've probably been in a position in the past, and I'm sure Andy Morrell would turn around and say they could have wrapped the game up in that time, but I think from 20 minutes onwards that we certainly proved and showed what a good, honest side we've been, and I felt dominated the second half for long periods. I felt that we scored two, we've hit the crossbar, their goalkeepers made 3 or 4 great saves, and we've had everything what we've asked for, and that's commitment. And I think that the majority of the crowd here at Kingfield have gone home very pleased tonight.
And it just shows also, Gary, what your team are capable of when they have a decent period of rest, because let's not forget, of course, that Wrexham were coming here on the back of a very, very hard game against Mansfield on Thursday night. That probably showed a little bit too for them.
Well, I think that it certainly didn't show in the first 20 minutes, as we know, but I felt that that rest was needed. I was very upset last week. I think everybody knows that. You play 4 games in 6 days. I know we have to move on from that, but I wasn't happy about it. When I felt that there was other opportunities to play the game, and we didn't need to cram it in, even more so being part-time. But we've had them 4 days rest, and we didn't know what team we were going to pick till we got here today, in respect of we had to talk to the physio Stuart Douglas and find out what players were fit and what players wasn't. And one thing is for sure, we responded very well. I think the crowd played their part, the adrenaline, and I think the result and winning the game took players over the winning line in respect to the 3 points here today. There's no doubt about that, but as I say, it's a big 3 points.
And do you think, Gary, also the players have taken a great deal of confidence from beating the likes of Luton, Forest Green, and really running Mansfield so close?
I think that you have to look at the top 7 or 8 teams in the conference, and when I look at the top 7 or 8 teams in the conference who we've played against this season, we've beaten Wrexham, and we've beaten Forest Green, we've beaten Luton, we drew with Kidderminster twice. I look at situations and things like that, and it gives us a little bit going forward with, to build with. And as I say, we've got a lot of players who haven't played in the conference before. We've got 3 or 4 senior players as well as some loan players in, and I'm just pleased for everybody at the club in respect of that. Wokin's had some lean years over the last 3 or 4 years, and some frustrating times, but I think that collectively as supporters, with the chairman and directors all in place, and the management team working with the players, we're all working hard together, and you have to do that at any football club to try and get success back. But it's a football club where I think a lot of people are turning up now, very bright, and really looking forward to the games in front of them.
And of course, Gary, another clean sheet, and good for Elvis Putnins coming in today and really seemed to grow in confidence.
Pleased for Elvis, he's been very patient sitting on the bench there, and I thank Seb Brown in the week for his services coming on loan, and I just felt that, I went with a situation at the time that You know, and I'm not saying it's right. You know, at the end of the day, you, as a manager, you might live and die by your decisions. But you know, so Elvis, it was a little bit frustrating for him. But all credit to him, he's been very professional and hung in there well, and he done very well today. His handling was very, very good. He made 2 or 3 very good saves, and I'm pleased for him as a lad. And I know all the players are as well, because as I say, he's a good lad, and to have a clean sheet against a top side. Who, as I said, chasing, and I think they've got a great chance still. I think that they've got a great chance, without doubt, of gaining promotion for either playoffs. I think that Andy Morrell, don't need me to tell him his job, but I think he'll look at it today that he's got a lot of quality players and some senior experienced players that he'll look after them between now and the end of the season, going in them playoffs matches. And I wouldn't be against them being there at the end of the day, joining the eventual winners.
And although Jayden Stockley scored his 2 goals today, really that came about from that midfield platform provided by Lee Sawyer, Mark Ricketts and Billy Knott. They buzzed around all day, didn't they? They didn't give Wrexham players time on the ball at all.
They're a good midfield. They're a good midfield for any club in this league. And when you look at the ages of Lee Sawyer at 22 and Billy Knott at 20 and Mark Ricketts at 27, 28 as senior, experienced skipper in the side, there's 3 good players, very, very good young players who compensate each other in every way or form. I think you have people like Mark Ricketts sitting in there and letting the 2 young boys go and play, and you know, Jayden's benefited as well. Another young lad, 19, up top there. He's got 2 today, and you've got Kevin Betsy, who full of running still, and everybody. You know, collectively, it's a very, very proud day today in respect of the performance and the result.
And next up, Macclesfield Town. Now Steve Kingless.
Yeah, it's a situation which you know, surprised me in one bit in respect of, you know, they're sitting very well in the league, up there in the top 7, and had a very good FA Cup run this year. They beat Cardiff City and other teams there. You know, they've done very, very well, you know, in every way or form. But you know, you can't knock their league position. What's gone on, I don't know, in respect of, you know, why he's been dismissed, because I think that his first season in charge up there, he's got some quality players, but you know, he seems a little bit unlucky, Steve. You know, Steve King seems very unlucky, really. You know, when you look at his management career, really, he seems to do very well in respect of, you know, result-wise, wherever he goes. He started off at Lewis and took them up to great heights, but then financially they had their meltdown problems, and then he went to Northwich and they had financial problems, and he went back then to Lewis and they had problems, then he went to Farnborough, they had problems, and now he's at Macclesfield, and I don't know what's happened there, but Steve don't seem very lucky at the moment. That's 5 clubs I've mentioned where, you know, the time when he's been at football clubs, he seems to do very, very well in respect of getting results, but is it a coincidence? I don't know. They've all turned around and seem to have financial problems when he gets at a stage where he leaves and moves on.
Lovely, thank you very much, Gary. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.